the sun-warmed hills of ancient Canaan, there lived a man named Jacob, son of Isaac, the grandson of Abraham. He was a man of faith and many trials. Now growing old, his beard long and white, his eyes dipped with memories. Jacob had 12 sons, each born of different seasons, different mothers, but one, the son of his beloved Rachel, held a special place in his heart. His name is Joseph. Jacob loved Joseph more than all of his children, and this love, though sincere, would set into motion events neither father nor son could foresee. To show his affection, Jacob gave Joseph a gift, a robe like no other, woven with rich threads of crimson, sapphire, and gold. It shimmered like a royal mantle. Joseph wore it with pride, but not vanity. Still, each time he passed by his brothers, the robe caught the sun and their eyes and reminded them of what they did not have. Reuben, the first son, said nothing, but his jaw clenched. Simeon and Levi whispered. Envy began to fester, quiet and unseen, like a seed planted in bitter soil. When his brothers saw that their father loved Joseph more than he loved them, they hated their brother so much that they would not speak to him in a friendly manner. One night, Joseph had a dream, and when he told his brothers about it, they hated him even more. He said, "Listen to the dream I had. We were all in a field tying up sheaves of wheat. When my sheaf got up and stood up straight, yours formed a circle around mine and bowed down to it. Do you think you are going to be a king and rule over us?" his brothers asked. So they hated him even more because of his dreams and because of what he said about them. Then Joseph had another dream and said to his brothers, "I had another dream in which I saw the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowing down to me." He also told the dream to his father, and his father scolded him. "What kind of dream is that? Do you think that your mother, your brothers, and I are going to come and bow down to you?" Joseph's brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept thinking about the whole matter. One day, when Joseph's brother had gone to Shechem to take care of their father's flock, Jacob said to Joseph, "I want you to go to Shechem, where your brothers are taking care of the flock." Joseph answered, "I am ready." His father said, "Go and see if your brothers are safe and if the flock is all right. Then come back and tell me." So his father sent him on his way from the valley of Hebron. Joseph arrived at Shechem and was wandering about in the country when a man saw him and asked, "What are you looking for?" "I am looking for my brothers who are taking care of their flock," he answered. "Can you tell me where they are?" The man said, "They have already left. I heard them say they were going to Dothan." So Joseph went after his brothers and found them at Dothan. They saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted against him and decided to kill him. They said to one another, "Here comes the dreamer. Come on now, let's kill him and throw his body into one of the dry wells. We can say that the wild animal killed him. Then we will see what becomes of his dreams." Reuben heard them and tried to save Joseph. "Let's not kill him," he said. "Just throw him into this well in the wilderness, but don't hurt him." He said this, planning to save him from them and send him back to his father. When Joseph came up to his brothers, they ripped off his long, beautiful robe. Then they took him and threw him into the well, which was dry. While they were eating, they suddenly saw a group of Ishmaelites traveling from Gilead to Egypt. Their camels were loaded with spices and raisins. Judah said to his brothers, "What will we gain by killing our brother and covering up the matter? Let's sell him to these Ishmaelites, then we won't have to hurt him. After all, he's our brother, our own flesh and blood." His brothers agreed, and when some Midianite traders came by, the brothers pulled Joseph out of the well and sold him for 20 pieces of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. When Reuben came back to the well, he found that Joseph was not there. He tore his clothes in sorrow. He returned to his brothers and said, "The boy is not there. What am I going to do?" Then they killed a goat and dipped Joseph's robe in it. They took the robe to their father and said, "We found this. Does it belong to your son?" He recognized it and said, "Yes, this is his. Some wild animal has killed him. My son Joseph has been torn to pieces." Jacob tore his clothes in sorrow and put on sackcloth. He mourned for his son a long time. All his sons and daughters came to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted and said, "I will go down to the world of the dead, still mourning for my son." So he continued to mourn for his son Joseph. From a robe of honor to the dust of betrayal, from innocence to prison, from dreamer to being forgotten. Yet, no matter how dark the place, the story is never finished. Even in the pit, purpose is born. What took you by surprise in Joseph's story? Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted or felt dismissed for being different? Share your reflections in the comment section and tell me, what Bible story should I bring to life next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this reflection with someone who needs hope today.